Well, howdy, 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 everybody. Teresa here. It is June 14th, right?
Yeah.
14th, 2023, Wednesday afternoon after 5.
5:45.
5:45. I haven't worked out yet, but I'm going to get there. Had a couple packages come in. I finally got my Temu order. It was delivered Monday, but of course they delivered it into lock boxes, which we don't have a key to, and a big long story. I told you guys about this. About how we were grandfathered in because, you know, of being disabled, so that we could have a mailbox on the curb. So, anyway, let's open it up. It's a small order. It's a pair of shoes for me. These are always so hard to open. And I'm sorry you guys are sitting so darn close, but it's just the way it is right now. Up close and personal. Okay. Let me make sure I don't cut anything in here. Temu is going to be... Because guess who's looking on it now? Mr. Heidi is.
Ooh.
You.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He's gone down that deep rabbit hole too. The deep one.
I still have yet to say, oh God, I gotta have that.
Okay, so I got this pair of just dress shoes. I hope they'll work. Oh no. They're just, you know, some lightweight. I didn't have any dress shoes. Not that I wear dress shoes very often, but I just didn't have any. Let's see if these fit or not. I always try my right foot first because it's the one that swells. Oof, it still fits. Pretty tight though. But it's got a buckle on it, which I hope is not just for look. Let's see. No, it is not. Good. Oh, yeah, there's a piece of elastic. See, this is the one that got this piece of elastic. So I think this buckle probably just for decoration. I'm not sure. Let's see. We're going to find out right now. These were inexpensive. They were less than $10. So, you know me. Let's see. I'm going to do one more. I'm going to do on that very last one. Because I like my shoes kind of loose fitting anyway. I'm weird that way. Aren't I, honey?
Yes, you are.
I don't like my shoes to be tight on my feet. Not tight where they're uncomfortable. I cannot, and I know a lot of women and men can wear uncomfortable shoes. I cannot. It will ruin my whole outing if my shoes are uncomfortable. I can't handle it. All right, let's see if they fit better now. I'm sure they will. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That'll work. Yep. Those will work. That'll be nice. So, yeah. Simple, understated. The buckle does go bigger if you have feet that swell like mine. Yeah, so for less than $10, I can do this. You know, I didn't want to get a pair of shoes. I don't seem to do well with any shoes that have any kind of a heel anymore. So that's about as much as I could do. But these are, you know, that cork board, and they flex and stuff. So that'll be nice. That will work. And, let's see, I got in for, I don't have anything for my earrings. And so this was pretty inexpensive. I think this whole order was maybe $30, maybe. Maybe it was less than that. So, anyway, well, this is just how it is. You put your earrings in, you see, Brad?
Hang on.
Put your earrings in, and then you can accordion it.
Oh, very cool.
Isn't that nice? So
Yes, it
it's
is.
like this, and then you put your earrings in, and then you're able to close it back up. Nice space saver. So I like it. I've been needing something for my earrings really badly. And then I got in socks. But they're not, you see they're different colors, but they're just not any type of socks. Oh no. Can't have that. Yes, I'm coloring this hair tonight. I made an appointment with my cosmetologist, and we're on board. So, these all have little faces on them, look. Yeah, so they all got little faces on them. I think I'll wear the black pair, or the dark gray pair. Here. See, and that's nice, because this part with the face is the part that folds up. This is really nice and loose, which is great. Again, if you're anybody like me that has, like, your feet swell up or anything, you don't want a super, super tight sock that just, oh yeah. See, and if you have cankles, too, those are cute. Those are nice. I like those. Yeah, see the little face? Like, I'm the only one that's going to notice this. Maybe Jellybean. Maybe Brad. I just don't think Nixie probably cares a bit. But yeah, those are nice. Good. Those fit really nice. Really, really happy with those. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pairs in all. So yeah, they had all kinds of them. They have really good prices on their socks and stuff. So I'm really very pleased with that. So that was the whole order. I try to be mindful of what I buy, and I'll put a whole bunch of stuff in the cart like y'all do. I know a lot of you guys do. And then as it gets closer, I start taking stuff out, and I'll get just what I really need. Maybe it all will not go. Maybe I'll get nothing. Sometimes that happens too. You just don't get anything. Yes, the hair's getting done tonight. And then, I think I know who this is from. Pretty sure I do. But I want to make sure. I'm pretty sure I know who sent this. I just don't want to say until I open it. See. I think I know, I think I know, I think I know.
Did it have a return address?
No!
Oh.
But I'm pretty sure that I know who it is.
Yeah.
But, yes, it is. It's from my dear sweet friend Kathy, who just, like I said, she's like a surrogate mom to me. She's got very, very sound wisdom, advice, and just, I don't know, she's just wonderful. So, you know, here, let me move you this way. So anyway, she sent me scrap yarn. I know I'm going to be happy now. Oh my. Oh, and then she sent me some vitamins that she wasn't able to tolerate. And I don't know if I wanted them. That'd be great. Yep. Yep. Thank you. She wasn't able to take those. And then, look at this pretty yarn. Look at how pretty that is. I'm going to have fun with that. Oh, got some other purple. Got some nice right there. See, I could spot this stuff a mile off. And then we got some more lovelies. Oh my goodness. That is some gorgeous yarn. Oh my goodness. Look at this stuff. Isn't that the coolest? I didn't even know they made this. I haven't bought yarn in over years. About a year and a half now. I've been that good. And then look, this kind too. But look at how nice and thick that is. I gotta get that out and fondle it some more. I'm a fondler. I gotta look at this though. I didn't even know they made this. I've been good. I don't even watch usually yarn reviews now because it makes you want to buy yarn. This is Stitch Bird Mellifedge Hi. And it is a bulky 5. Look at how wonderful that is. Isn't that the coolest? That is just so nice. Wow. Thank you. I'm going to have fun with this. There's a ball and a half of that. And then a whole ball of the rainbow colored one. I really love the yarn that you give me, Kathy. Thank you so much. I use it all.
Yes, she does.
And it's fun to see. Look at this one too. Look at this one, this green one here. I know you have a little bit of trouble, but look at that. Isn't that nice? You guys, you yarners can tell the different colors too. And then look, I always like this one. Always reminds me of a female camel pattern. So let's see. There's a lovely note. She always sends the nicest cards and stuff to me too, which I keep. She's such a wonderful friend. Just, you know. Let's see. Yes, I am. I am going to make some beautiful hats out of that. You know it. Let me show you what I'm working on, which I'm not sure if you gave me this. You might have given me this. I'm thinking maybe you did. It's a baby weight. So I'm using 2 of them. But look, you'll recognize this other color. It was that gray and multicolor yarn you gave me. And so I paired it up with this mint. Like I said, I'm using 2 strands. And yeah, I'm making a pattern. So yeah, I'm almost out of this. This is what's left of let me show you. Maybe. This is what is left of, yeah, I have just enough for this hat. So I had this stuff outside. I just came inside, y'all, because, oh God, I am becoming southern now, y'all. I was sitting outside. I had my loom knitting with me, and I was sitting outside, y'all, working, knitting, and we were listening to 48 Hours podcast on YouTube, which we enjoy, you know, true crime. So we were doing that outside. We were outside for a couple hours.
Yeah.
We intend to go outside almost every day. Well, we got to water the plants anyway, and also the dogs really love to go outside. It's good to get the fresh air, the vitamin D. You know, really enjoy it. The reason we moved to a state with nicer weather was to be out more in it. And last summer I wasn't hardly out in it a bit because depression was that bad for both of us. And so, but this year, I watered the plants the last 2 days. He watered them today. They're doing good. I forgot to take out the Miracle Grow and give them food. So I have to do that tomorrow. And the problem with the Temu package, like I said, it's supposed to be here Monday. It was nothing to do with Temu at all. They are fantastic. And in fact, I'll have to let them know that I did locate the package, or else they were going to resend it. And I want them to do that because I don't need 2 of everything, you know. But like I said, our mailbox been grandfathered in because of mainly Brad's disability. He's the one on paper for the disability. I don't know who got the card this time.
The card.
The placard. Was it me or you?
That was you.
Me. Okay. You know, we're both disabled. It's just I don't collect disability because we make too much with his and his pension for me to do that. I just wanted it mainly for the medical coverage, I thought.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we don't have to go down the cluster boxes that are locked down there. But every time they get a carrier, because like our regular carrier is on vacation, and she takes a lot of vacation.
I know.
But so somebody stuck it in a locked box, and it's been there. We called yesterday, but I guess he must have just left a note or something for her. She saw it today. Brad talked with her a little bit. I mean, we weren't mad at her or anything. She didn't know. And Brad suggested to the postal head, what do you call the head postmaster, that maybe they could put a note in our box that we don't get our mail there. So hopefully they will. Hopefully they will. So, and now if Brad needs to have his socks back, he could have them back. I've been wearing his socks because they've been really comfortable. Because a lot of times I have so much trouble with, and you other ladies may be like this too, that if you have any kind of edema in your legs, it will make it, even around your ankles tighter. And so if you're wearing a sock that's restrictive around your ankle, it can be rather painful. So, and I normally wear socks because I'm bad at picking up the bottom of my feet, even to the point sometimes I'll make them bleed. I'm trying to slowly get away from that. I'm doing better by pick at them less if I'm wearing socks. That's why I wear socks. Otherwise, I don't like anything on my feet. If I could, I'd go barefoot all the time. That's why when I say I'm getting dress shoes, it's just these. I don't need anything more than this. I'm not going to wear heels ever again. And, around here it doesn't get bad enough that you would need to have boots or anything. Anybody wearing boots around here mainly just for decoration. So, anyway.
Well, if I could get away with it, I wouldn't wear shoes.
Yeah. Used to go round and round with Peanut Man when he was still alive about coming in. Brad used to work at Dollar General, if you guys remember that, down in Florida. And we had this one guy, his name Peanut Man, and he sold boiled peanuts all over. And he was a hard-working guy, too.
Yeah, he was.
And, I mean, he sold the spicy ones, the regular ones. He was very on point. He always, and he'd always be waving at everybody. And when we first were in Florida and we don't know anybody, it was really nice to have somebody wave at you. And every day I started to look forward to seeing him and waving as we go by. Well, we talked to him a few times, and then Brad got to know him a lot better too, because he used to come in Dollar General. But he always come in, he hated to wear shoes. So he'd come in without shoes, and Brad would direct him to where the imitation Crocs were that he could buy really cheap to wear. They get him all set up with footwear, and next time he come in, he'd be barefoot again. He's passed on now. He got cancer and passed on. We lost quite a few people down in Florida that we became friends with. I think after a while people were afraid to become friends with us anymore because, the neighbor on either side of us, they both died. There was a suicide within the park. That was sad. We had, Peanut Man passed away. So, it was sad. It was sad. I think the one that hit me the hardest was my friend Sheila, because she lived right next door, and that was a big comfort too, because, we got there and we didn't know anybody, and her husband Mitch brought over some deer meat right away and something else. I can't remember. I think some green beans or something. And she and I got to be friends and would text a lot and stuff. And she got pancreatic cancer and passed away, but she was a super nice gal. And our friend Carl that lived on the other side, he was a real character. He used to get in his golf cart all the time and say that's his exercise. And he was a real bad smoker, and I think he did a fair amount of drinking. I don't know, but he got lung cancer and passed away. He seemed to be doing so good. He called Brad up and they talked, and he was telling Brad about how he wanted to. He had this girlfriend and he wanted to do some gardening and this and that, and then he died a couple weeks later. But he went out on his terms. He said he knew he was sick. And we could, we're worried about it. But, that's just the way it goes sometimes. You never know when it's your turn. You better just enjoy your life as much as you can. I have to laugh when people say that they don't want to get divorced or anything because of financial reasons. Because, they couldn't keep everything they have. You can't take anything material with you when you die. You can't take any of it with you. You can't take any of your money, your houses, your vehicles, your jewelry, nothing. What you can take with you and hope that you have and that other people have of you is some really wonderful memories. You know, if at the end of your life you can say you were really loved and that people enjoyed you, for the most part, you're never going to have everybody enjoy you, then I think you've lived a really rich life. I know some people that have all kinds of money and they're very unhappy. And then you'll meet somebody that doesn't have any kind of money and they're the most giving, happiest people. You know, I think we all are way too focused on material things. I want this, I want that, you know. And it's like, you know, I get told all the time how somebody else pay, you know, $80 to $100 for a pair of shoes, a lot more even. For what? Now, if I were training for a marathon, I'd buy me a really good pair of shoes. Probably a company would give me a pair of shoes if I would advertise for them. But I'm not. I don't need expensive shoes. My shoes are just as good as when you pay a lot of money. For me, okay? For me. I'm just talking for me. I don't do the whole name brand thing. And for people that's important to, that's great. But it's not important to me. And I know it's not important to Brad. You know, I don't even know the name brands of like designer clothes or the expensive perfumes or shoes and handbags and stuff. I've never been to Ulta or Sephora in my whole life. Ulta. I keep saying Ultra. See, I've never even been there. I don't even know how to say it. I'm still going with just, you know, I buy the Bare Mineral. Well, I buy mineral makeup basically because it's lighter, but I mean, you know, it's just me. You can't take it with you. That big expensive car will wreck just as horribly as my car will. I don't need to have a brand new vehicle. I don't need to have a huge house. Would I like to have a bigger house than I have? Yes, I would. I mainly would like to have a garage or some kind of large shed, a couple of them actually. You know, well, if I could have my way about it, really, I would have 3 sheds. Okay? No, seriously. One for my workshop, for my art studio, and have it all, you know, with electricity and maybe some heat, definitely some fans and stuff. We'd have one for like putting actual gardening stuff in, and then we'd have another great big one for Brad to have a workshop in. You know, where you just open up the double doors and you know, yeah, it would be nice. Could get by with just a couple of them, you know, but yeah, I would love to have that. I mean, I would love to have a kitchen with a lot more cabinets and that kind of stuff, but is it going to make me stay awake at night? No, it's not. You know, you can get very disillusioned, especially like I'm from Wyoming and a lot of oil and mineral money in there, and you see the boom and the bust come, and so when the boom is hitting, you see all these great big houses being built, new hotels, new restaurants, everything. Then when it goes bust, a lot of those aren't even finished. People are pulling out. People that were making fun of you are now wanting to work at any place at all. You know, and if you're smart with your money, that's when you buy the houses that are for sale dirt cheap. But you get very disillusioned when it's that kind of stuff that people will think that everybody's got these big fancy houses. Everybody has these big fancy vehicles. And you aren't anything if you don't have this. That's not the case. That's not the case. It isn't. You know? I'm not worried about what I leave behind, other than I hope people think I was a nice person. Maybe I created a few pieces of great artwork and kept some heads warm. And that I was kind and loving to animals. Okay. That's great. You know. But what somebody else thinks of you doesn't really matter either. It's if you like yourself. You know, I've learned that hard way. I'm not worried about if if people like me or not. You know, 'cause sometimes you have to just stand up for your belief, and not everybody's gonna fall in line with that. So, anyway, that was just a few thoughts. My friend Kathy also, she went and she did an experiment, and she bought some beans and rice, and I can't remember what else, some individual containers and stuff, all from Dollar Tree. She was doing an experiment on making Spanish rice and beans, and how many meals she could get out of that for $5. She got out 15 meals at least out of that. You can't beat that. You cannot beat that. You know, she was doing it where you cook up a whole bunch and then you divide them all out and you freeze part of them, few in the fridge and stuff. She's like us, she doesn't always feel like making a whole great big meal, so you'll end up sometimes skipping it or whatever. So, you know, it was great. I thought that was wonderful. I was going to make a big batch of pancakes, but we're starting keto. As we run out of stuff, we're switching to keto products. So I don't want, I'm sure there's a recipe for keto pancakes.
Oh, I'm sure there is.
You know, and as I get more familiar, I'm going to use a mixture of the coconut flour and the almond flour, because the coconut flour is so absorbent. You really have to add so much more liquid to it. It really, really absorbs. So usually people use a mixture. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to make our own bread. And like buns and stuff like that. All keto bread. So I've been looking up recipes. There's recipes for keto tortillas, which just they're calling for the almond flour and psyllium husk.
I remember the word.
Yeah, it's like PYS, I think ULM husk or something. Anyway, I looked it up. You need to have some of that. I've got some of that. Will be coming. Well, when I get groceries. You know, so I'm going to be learning how to cook more keto friendly and stuff. I think I can probably do a lot with that almond and coconut flour bread and stuff, because there's no reason why I couldn't throw a few raisins in there, because we have to eat a certain amount of raisins, if you know what I mean. And you know, make a nice cinnamon raisin bread. Can't go crazy with the raisins. You are going to pick up a few carbs, but I mean, you know, you're cutting out most of them. So anyway, that's what we got on the agenda. I have the coconut flour. I just need to get the almond flour. I know why I originally went with the coconut flour that I don't even have opened is because it was so much cheaper than the almond flour. You know, but yep. So we had this great big grocery list made out. We'll start like a week before we even get paid, adding stuff right to Walmart. I'll compare Walmart, Amazon, and Temu on some stuff. And then I started taking stuff off because, like, wait, we're going on keto, so we need to take this off. We need to take, you know, take off the bread, you know, all that kind of stuff. I put some pork rinds on there because that is carb free. They have one now that's the salt and vinegar one. I think I might like that one. I have to watch it though with the salt content. But and the apple straws, they're still out of veggie straws, so you know, but we're working on it. I'm up to working out every day except for Sundays. And I'm up to doing a full hour. I do all my arm exercises. And I'm just using this is probably about 10 pounds. And so I use this, and then I use my hand bike exerciser here. I put it on a table and I use that on a TV tray. I use that and do 10 solid minutes of rowing with just my arms and my shoulders. Tell you what, Monday night my shoulders were so unhappy with me. My right shoulder I didn't have that problem last night, but Monday night, oh man, they were not happy with me. You know, well, the right one. So, but yes, last night was fine. So I'm upping it. So I'm doing, and then 45 minutes of riding the bike. So that's a full hour. I do that 6 days a week. I am determined. Brad rides the bike mostly every day I do. That's up to him. Are you gonna ride it today after I get done?
I'd like to.
And I'm gonna have for dinner. I'm having protein shake. Are you having a protein shake?
Yeah.
Did you do the bananas?
No, I didn't, but
Yeah, we need to freeze those.
yeah.
Yeah, there's approximately, I think I wrote on some of the bags, there's either 2 or 3 bananas in each frozen one. We're making protein shakes tonight. We do that quite often. I don't think we had any protein shakes yesterday. Did we?
I think we did.
Yeah, we did. Did we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. We did. Did we? Usually about once a day, or we might skip a day, but usually one of the meals, usually for dinner, we'll have protein shake. Our heaviest meal will be lunch or whatever. For lunch, I had my leftover. I made a protein bowl last night, like Taco Bell has. Except I'd like to have some Spanish rice in with that, not just the beans. And then we just use, what were those, northern beans?
Those were pinto beans.
Pinto beans. And I mean, I didn't put a whole lot of pinto beans because I was having the rice now with my carb. And then my taco meat and cheese, lettuce, tomato, onion, sour cream, some taco seasoning. And I could only eat half of it, and I ate the other half for lunch today, you know, while the dogs helped.
Sweetie.
Yes? Oh, let me show you guys. You guys are going to die laughing, okay? We bought, and they were not cheap, some carb-friendly tortillas. And how small they are. I call them the coaster tortillas. No wonder they don't, you know, and even these little ones have 7 grams of carbs.
I know.
What? 0 net carbs. How'd they get that?
Because there's, I don't know.
Oh, okay, 7 carbs, but then there's 7 fiber. So that makes it 0. Okay. High fiber. That's just like that phlegm husk or whatever I'm putting in, flask or something, and I'm putting in the bread. It's supposed to help bind that so it's not so heavy and stuff too, you know. So that's how it does that. Is because it's a fiber. It's the same stuff you put in Metamucil. Basically, I'm putting in almost like Metamucil in our bread. Yay! Wow. This keeps getting better and better. But yes. He showed these to me because we got 2 packages. And Brad has big hands, so he showed them to me, and I died laughing. So, yeah. Beware.
Well, first you started feeling bad, but you didn't know.
No, I had no idea. The
Yeah.
picture looked like normal-sized tortillas.
Yeah.
It didn't say these are going to be so itty-bitty that these are for the baby.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I told Brad he could put 4 of them together, you know, and kind of glue them together or something, make a tortilla. But,
Yeah.
hey, you know, I'll make our own. We'll make our own,
Oh yeah.
you know. So, anyway, that's all we got going on. I got to go work out. So, you know, got to keep that going. And then Brad's going to help me do my hair tonight because it needs it. You know the one my hair
I
ties
am
to?
the Cosmo.
Yeah. It needs it badly. Badly, badly. Look how that. Yep. Sadly, my hair grows pretty fast, so I have to do this quite often. But anyway, that's life. That's what I signed up for. So anyway, I hope you guys are having a great week. We don't have anything really planned this week. Next week. What day do you go to the doctor?
Next Tuesday, I believe.
Is it next Tuesday?
Yeah.
So there's that. He's going back to his neurologist, which will be good because they need to up his medication quite a bit. You know, but he's handling it, aren't you?
I am.
He was outside watering and his hand was shaking. He said, "Yeah, look, this is pretty entertaining." with the sprayer, and he just like this. And it was working great. the tomatoes and stuff are all happy about it. So
Yeah.
anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go.
Sloshing water everywhere.
I love you guys, and I do cherish your friendship so very much. And I think you guys are awesome. And I forgot what I was gonna say. Please like and subscribe and share with your friends. Do something nice for somebody else. And then do something nice for yourself. And then, you know, you gotta train your husbands. Because I see you. Because now we gotta say bye, Brad.
Bye, Brad.
Bye, guys.